Hey, it's Lee, and here are my weekend pickups. So I decided to hit up the yard sales. One of the first things I did was actually go to a sale that is kind of semi-permanent. I went there a little while back, and the guy who was selling DVDs, and he said, "What do you look for?" And I actually told him I look for video games. He said, "Well, I'll let you know if I ever have some." And he did, so he gave me a call, and this is what I picked up. So he had mostly junk, from what I could tell. But Jak 3, I can't remember if I already have it, so picked it up. I also picked Spyro: A Hero's Tale up. Don't know too much about the Spyro games. Hey, there's something on my hand here. Got it. Yeah, I don't know too much about the Spyro games, but I know they tend to go for a few bucks. I figure it's not a bad deal to pick it up and try it out. If I don't like it, I think it's more for kids. If I don't like it, I can just get rid of it. For the two games, I paid $7. The last purchase of the day. This was kind of a luxury pick because I'd done pretty well earlier in the day, and I'm going to show you how well I did in a second. This is Carrier. It's a game I've had on my list for the Dreamcast. It looks like survival horror. Kind of a terrible cover. Kind of creepy, but I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I paid a little less than going rate. It was in the 20. I think I paid $25 for this. Canadian tends to go for. I think I had it listed at a similar price, but in American dollars, so you can just add about 15%. Here is my big get of the day, and I'm kind of ridiculously excited about this. This is Dragon Fighter, and for those, it's not a very common game. It's actually quite rare, and most people don't know about it. But what you need to know about this game is that it's worth a lot more than this amount. So as you can tell, I paid 20. I could have actually probably dealt this down to 15, but I felt like I was robbing the guy at that point. This game right now is retailing in the, I'm going to talk Canadian dollars, but I'm going to say $115 to $145. It really depends, but and that's for cart only. So yeah, this game is worth well over $100. It seems to be in very good shape. It's in a Ziploc that's been taped up, so you know it's super protected. It could probably withstand a nuclear bomb attack or something like that. $20 was ridiculous. I was almost doing cartwheels, and I'm a very large man, so I can't even do cartwheels. But I was willing to risk my health in order to celebrate this get. I honestly had knocked this. I had taken this off of my list of targeted games because I thought it was too much money for a game that I want, but I don't need. And so I kind of wrote it off. I said, it's super rare. I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to pay over $100 for this. To get it for $20 is ridiculous. I'm so happy. What else do I have? Oh yeah, my last get of the day. This is not video games, so you can probably shut off the thing, but I got a little piece of my childhood back. I read this book as a kid. This is La Cortéchelle. It's a French book. It's a French series of books. They used to make these books that were about 50 pages long, and I love them. I read every single one of them. And this was the second kind of variation of it. It was for slightly older kids. And I remember reading this and thinking, now I'm a grown-up, because I was about 8 years old versus 6 years old. And I paid 25 cents for this. So got a little bit of my childhood back for 25 cents. Yeah, I read in French, whatever. But again, here's a recap of the actual games. So I'm kind of excited about Spyro. I don't know too much about it. I've seen people play. It seems okay. Jak 3, I hope I don't already have it. I know I have a couple other Jak games, so we'll check it out. Carrier. Looks kind of fun. We'll try it out. I need to beef up the Dreamcast collection. But again, the prized possession now. One of probably my top 3 to 5 most valuable games. Just a lot of my games were never this expensive, except they've become that expensive. Like I have Metal Storm, which used to be a $50 game, is now a $160 game, which is crazy. But this is definitely in my top 3. All right, thanks.